blaring our podcast. Nothing is sweeter than Swiftcast.
Hey guys, and welcome to episode 50, which is very exciting. This is Jill.
Ashley.
Haley.
And Steph.
50 episodes!
Woohoo!
Woohoo!
Halfway to 100!
Oh my Swift.
I'm so excited about 50 episodes.
Yeah. 50 more and we'll be at the big 100.
So I had something funny happen to me the other day.
What happened?
So I went to see Cassidy Pope because she gave a free show. It was really good in case anybody gets a chance to see her. She's got a great voice. But so I go to see her and the radio DJ was like asking people, he was getting people to ask her questions in between each song. And somebody asked her what song, since she was young, she can still listen to get her ready for the mornings. And her answer was Taylor Swift, You Belong With Me. And so
Aww.
I think I said, yay, and I started clapping. And everybody was looking at me. And it was really kind of awkward, but, you know, that's just the life of being a Swiftie. So it was kind of funny. I didn't get to meet her, but I guess it's probably good because I probably would have just asked her about Taylor and Big Machine and Scott. So I probably would have just embarrassed myself or something. But if you get a chance to see her, I definitely recommend it. She was pretty good.
That's nice that she said that.
Yeah, I thought it was cool.
And that's nice that she said that, especially because her and Taylor are both on Big Machine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually just recently listened to Cassidy Pope's album and I really like it.
Yeah, I went in, I only knew 2 of her songs, but I liked everything she did.
Well, that's really cool. I'm glad you got to see that, especially because it was free.
Yeah, free shows are always good.
Yeah. And so we have some more free stuff. Speaking of that for you guys, we have a giveaway coming up. So we'll give you more news about that if you stay tuned. And I think we'll go right into keeping up with Swift.
Now, these are all voting reminders and stuff that she's won. Taylor won 2 Radio Disney Awards. She won Musical Mashup and Best Musical Collaboration for Everything Has Changed. And Swifties won for So Fantastic Fiercest Fans.
Yay, we won an award.
Where's my trophy? I'm waiting for my trophy to come in the mail now.
Yeah, are they just gonna mail them to us?
Somebody said something funny on Twitter that made me laugh. They were like, oh, I can put this on my resume now.
Well, good job to everybody who voted a lot and tweeted a lot for that.
Taylor has 3 nominations in the first ever iHeartRadio Awards. They'll air live on May 1st at 8 p.m. Eastern Time on NBC, and you can vote now at iHeartRadio.com. She's up for Fan Army of the Year and Country Song for Highway Don't Care.
That award show is just a few days away. It's going to be coming up. By the time you listen to this episode, it'll probably be tomorrow.
I can't believe it. That's going to be May.
I wonder if she'll go to the show.
I hope so. It doesn't seem like she has anything else going on.
Do we know where it's filmed?
I think LA, probably LA or New York.
I think it's LA.
She definitely seems to be liking New York a lot lately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I'm happy with.
Taylor is nominated for Social Artist and Country Artist for this year's Billboard Music Awards. The show will air live May 18th at 8 p.m. Eastern on ABC.
That's coming up too this month, or next month, but soon will be this month.
Right.
Just in a few days.
I'm excited. It seems like the billboards like 2013 were so not that long ago. It's almost been 1 year since the birth of the unicorn shirt.
I wore that out the other day underneath my work shirt. I loved it. And Taylor is up for 6 World Music Awards. These awards will air on May 27th and will be live streamed. You can vote for Taylor at www.worldmusicawards.com. And she's up for Best Female Artist, Best Entertainer, Best Live Act, Best Album, Best Song for I Knew You Were Trouble, and Best Video for Everything Has Changed.
She got a lot of good ones too.
I definitely think she's the best live act.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
And entertainer. And everything else.
We should just get to determine all the award winners. We're so impartial.
So yeah, make sure you guys go out and vote to help Taylor win more awards.
She has to fill up her New York apartment with something.
Yeah, she's apparently got 10 bedrooms, so we need to give her more awards.
I don't know why one of those bedrooms isn't for, like, me to hang out in.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, like, I could be at her house anytime she wanted me to. She's got a best friend right here, and she doesn't even know it.
Well, in other news, she went out to a beach. We don't know where, but she was at a beach for Easter, so that was good. She got a nice break, and the water looked really blue and nice. And then after that, she came back to New York City, and she's just been hanging out, wearing amazing clothes every day, hanging out with Carly Kloss, Sarah Hyland, and Haley Steinfeld. She went with Sarah Hyland to see a Broadway show called Under My Skin, and then she hung out with the cast after that. So it's nice that she's going to all these shows. This is a show that's not, I think it's called Off-Broadway, when it's not. Usually Off-Broadway shows then turn into a Broadway show. And I was reading that there are actually off-Broadway shows. But so this was an off-Broadway show, so it's really cool that she's going out to support these shows that aren't as well known.
Yeah, that is nice.
I feel like, she must know that when it's reported that she went to see the show, it'll get a lot of attention, and a lot of other people will probably then go see it.
Yeah, I would go see it. So next week, which is crazy, it's coming up this quickly already, but Taylor's going to attend the Met Gala in New York City on May 5th, and she will be representing Jay Mendel. That's who she represented last year when she wore that really cool black dress. So that'll be good. I love the pictures of her when she goes to the Met Gala. And then we also found out this week that during CMA Fest week, which will be June 5th through the 8th, Taylor is actually going to be doing a Q&A on camera at the Big Machine Label Group booth. We know during this time she's actually going to be in Asia for the Red Tour, but she's still going to be involved in CMA Fest, so that's really cool. And they were taking some questions. I believe it has closed already. I don't know if they'll open it back up, but we'll let you know.
It looks like the link wasn't working, so they took down the whole post about it, but I'm thinking that it'll be back up.
Yeah, we'll keep you guys updated so you can submit some questions, and hopefully Taylor will answer them. And then the last piece of exciting news also for June, MTV's Ed Sheeran documentary, which is entitled 9 Days and Nights of Ed Sheeran, is going to air on June 10th at 10 p.m. Eastern. And we know that Taylor was spotted out filming for that documentary. So that'll be exciting.
I cannot explain how exciting.
Yeah, because I would watch it for Ed anyway, and Taylor being in it is just an added bonus.
I'm so excited for it. I'm so proud of him, and I think it's going to be so funny, and it's going to be really good. I'm excited for that. So that's a lot of exciting news this week. And now we have some mini segments for you guys, which is always our favorite part.
Our first one is from @IamShutterbug, aka Haley.
Hi.
And her Swiftie problem is having to pack up all of your Taylor stuff because you're moving.
Aww.
It's very depressing.
Moving is the worst. When I moved, I was really afraid I was going to mess some of my Taylor stuff up. Like, get it folded wrong or have it shift around and break. It's very stressful.
It is, and it's very sad that I don't have them out anymore.
Do you have, like, a special box that's labeled, like, just Taylor stuff?
Actually, I do. It's not closed yet because I haven't finished packing it, but it's one of the ones that is going to stay with me wherever I go. So if I have to put some stuff in storage, it's going to be like wherever I'm staying, it's going to be in that room. And it's going to be labeled Swift stuff.
All right, so our next one is by @DreamsBySwift, and they say, I miss Taylor having a front fringe, which is bangs, but I also love her new hair, but I miss the curls. Swiftie problems.
Yeah, I was actually just Earlier today I was watching Begin Again, the music video, and I was like, oh, she looks so great with bangs. But then I love her new hair the way it is. But then I also loved her old hair.
Can't she just like go back and forth all the time?
Oh, talk for another day. Our next one is from at Kim CA13. Taylor really makes me want to buy more and more cute hair bands. Swiftie problems. I love that she's bringing the headbands back out.
Especially her flower one that she wore recently.
With the blue and yellow dress?
Yeah, the gold flower headband.
I love that one. I wish they still made it.
It was really pretty.
Our next one is from at Swift13ever, except the I in Swift is an X. And they said, when I review Taylor's photos, I can't choose my favorite because every photo of her is my favorite. Swiftie problems. Completely understand.
So true. And our last one, I believe this is our last one, comes from at Queen Slaylore, that's hard to say, 13, trying not to fangirl about Taylor's legs in front of everyone you know. Swiftie problems. I guess that is a problem.
So last week for our Taylor Dictionary word of the week, our word was Swiftcase, which was my suitcase that was all full of Taylor merch because I had nowhere else to store it. And so one of our listeners wrote in with a comment, which I thought was really funny. So this is from at Tamalzi on Twitter, and they said, I wish I had a Swift case, but I don't have even enough merchandise for a Swift bag or Swift basket. I might have enough for a Swift bowl, sad face.
Oh.
But even though you don't have a lot, you will have a chance to get some soon with our giveaway.
It's coming up. Just have to wait a little longer.
We'll be announcing it at the end of this episode.
All right, so since it's been 5 years since Fearless, we thought it would be a good idea to have our main topic be about Fearless and the Fearless tour and pretty much everything that involves Fearless. And we're going to talk to you about some of our favorite songs and guests and memories, and then we asked you guys some of your favorites, so I guess we'll just start with that, whoever wants to start. I didn't actually get to go to the Fearless tour, but I believe that Haley and Steph, you guys went.
I did go. I went with my friend Tiffany. It was my first big concert of hers I went to. I got to see her perform at a local kind of honky-tonk bar stage performing thing like 2 years before. But this was the second leg that I got to see. So I was really excited because she added Denver. And so I went with my friend. We ended up missing Gloriana. They were the first opener. We missed them because we got to go meet Kelly Pickler.
Oh, that's cool.
And she is so adorable and so
She
cute
is really
and so
cute.
tiny. She's so freaking tiny. And so we missed Gloriana. We got to see the last song that they did, which was kind of cool. But then it was such a blur, really. I don't remember much of it. I remember the opening of You Belong With Me. I remember her singing in the crowd for Hey Steven. And I remember the Should Have Said No where she ended it in the rain or the waterfall. But other than that, it was such a blur. And I don't remember much. I remember how, like, just being in awe about how amazing her set was. But I wish I got to go out to, like, a couple more shows just so I can, like, have it all sink in.
Yeah, but that's still awesome that, you got to go. You can say you've been to all the tours.
And that's one thing I am happy about. I don't get to go, like, support her as much as I want to, but I have been to at least all the shows that she's been to Denver at, which is
That's
nice.
really cool.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. It is kind of a blur. It's crazy to think it was 5 years ago. I was lucky, though. I went to see the Fearless show 3 times. The first time I was in State College, Pennsylvania, and it was so amazing, and I was just blown away. And my camera actually ran out of battery in the middle
Oh
of the
my
show.
god. The worst thing ever.
I was so upset. that I was with my sister, and at the end of the show, I was like, we have to go again. My camera died. I can't live without having more pictures of this show. So fortunately, I convinced her to go to the show at UVA, which was one of the best nights of my life because for Hey Steven, when Taylor comes out into the crowd, she actually showed up right in my aisle.
Aw.
And so I like sprinted, I like jumped over the chairs in front of me. And fortunately, there was nobody in those chairs. So I jumped over them and ran to the end of the aisle, and she was standing right beside me. I could have reached out and like pulled her hair, but I didn't want to get kicked out or anything. So Hey Steven is like a really special song to me, and it was so cool. I was so shaky. And another thing, like what Haley said with Kelly, Taylor looked so much tinier with her standing right beside me. It was crazy. But that's the closest I've ever been to Taylor, but it was really cool. And then I had such a great time. I had to go again. I couldn't persuade my sister to go with me again, so I just went by myself to DC, to the Verizon Center. Probably paid too much for tickets, and it's kind of weird going to a show by yourself, but it was really cool because I was on the floor, and it was amazing. I was so sad when that tour ended, and it's really hard to pick like a favorite song or moment. I mean, the way she came on with You Belong With Me was so cool. One thing I really loved about the show was when she and Caitlin did the drum thing. I'm a drummer, and it was just like so cool to see Taylor out there drumming, just killing it. And that's another reason why I love Holy Ground so much. Because Taylor's drum solo is just so cool for me. Of course, even like some of the songs she doesn't really do anymore, like Picture to Burn and That's the Way I Loved You. Those songs were really cool, and I miss them.
I love That's the Way I Love You.
Me too, yeah. It was like one of those songs that I would just blare in my car when Fearless came out. And it was so cool, the part that Grant had during that performance. I just really loved it. And of course, you know, how can you forget Taylor throwing the chair during Forever and Always? That was a great moment.
Best thing ever.
Sassy
Also,
Taylor.
when she fell on that one tour during that song when she was wearing the red dress.
Yeah.
She like completely wiped out.
Yeah, and she just got right back up.
Yeah.
The other thing, You're Not Sorry. Oh, I loved even just the background, how it had all of the writing. And her, of course, flipping her hair around was amazing.
Maybe I can speak for Ashley, but hearing you guys talk about this is making me immensely sad.
Well, I have my own sad story to tell about this, but I'll wait till Scott's done.
I don't know. It's really like one thing that we asked you guys was your favorite song, memory, opener, and it's really hard for me to pick because it was such a great time in my life. Even though I didn't have nearly as many Swiftie friends as I do today, it just really made me love Taylor so much because before I had seen her as an opener, and I went to see Brad Paisley really only to see Taylor open, and sort of to get to see her go on her own headlining tour was just so cool. And in terms of like choosing a favorite opener, that's also tough because when I saw her with Brad Paisley, Kelly Pickler was also there with Brad. And so it was really cool to see Taylor and Kelly with Brad, and then Taylor gets her first headlining tour and takes Kelly with her. So it was really cool. But I also love Gloriana, and I had their CD, listened to it all summer, and yeah, they were good. Favorite memory, though, is easy. Definitely the Hey Steven thing that I already talked about.
That's so amazing.
Yeah.
You know how you said that she was a lot tinier than, like, when you saw her up close than you thought?
Mm-hmm.
That was what I thought when I went into the meet and greet and saw her.
That's what I thought when I saw her the very first time on stage, too. I was like, she is so, like, it's almost like they're not real. Like, she's so tiny.
Yeah, she was so tiny. I guess the camera really does add 10 pounds or whatever they say, right?
Yeah,
It
I think
must.
so.
But anyway, so my little Fearless experience is that so I was a fan. I knew all of her songs. I listened to all her music, but I guess I just wasn't very good at like following, all the goings on of like everything she did and like her tour and all that. So I got tickets to see her at this thing called Country USA Festival in Wisconsin. This was summer 2009. And I don't even think I like fully realized that like the Fearless tour was even going on because the Chicago shows hadn't happened yet. So I thought it was just going to be like a show. I didn't know that it was going to be the tour, like the whole production, but it kind of wasn't the right environment for it because it was a very chaotic, like outdoor environment. Like the stage wasn't really big enough for all the stuff and like it was just chaos. There wasn't assigned seating. It was just really bad.
Oh, but you did get to see her?
I did, but I couldn't really see anything for almost the whole time because people were just standing and like nobody had assigned spots and people were being very rude and loud and just kind of ruining the whole thing.
Oh.
I bet she was not very pleased about that.
I mean, this was 2009, so it's not the country fans I think still liked her a little bit more at that time, but it just like was a very chaotic event in general and people were not it wasn't the same as like being in an arena full of Swifties. It was just kind of a mess. And so besides that, I don't think that the whole entire set list was played. I think it was shortened. But honestly, like Haley said, the whole thing was such a blur that I can't even remember what songs were skipped if they were. I just remember really loving You Belong With Me because that was the first moment that I ever saw her in person.
Yeah, that was enough to give anybody goosebumps.
Yeah, and I was like, how is she wearing this like band outfit when it's like 90 degrees out?
Yeah.
But I mean, it was really good, and I just wish that I could have actually been able to see more. And then I couldn't get tickets to Chicago when she came here. On top of that, it was even worse because I later found out that Taylor Lautner was at those shows watching her, so I was even more mad that
Oh,
I didn't
man.
go. And then I got tickets to the second leg of the tour, which was spring 2010. I was supposed to go with my then boyfriend. We broke up like a month before, and I thought it was weird to go to a show by myself, so I didn't go.
Oh, man. Nowadays, you'd just be like, yeah, I'm going.
Right, like I wouldn't even think twice about it. It's just I'd never gone to a concert by myself, and I didn't know any other Taylor fans, and I sold the tickets and I didn't go, and I can't even like put into words how much I regret it.
Yeah. Well, at least you know now.
If only I knew then.
Sadly, I have no memories.
At least you, even though you couldn't really see, you still got to hear her.
Yeah, I'm really glad that I can at least say that I went, even though it wasn't the same.
One other thing that she did that I forgot to mention was at the beginning of the Fearless tour, like the first leg, she would bring Kelly and Gloriana back on stage, and they did I'm Only Me When I'm With You. And I love that song. It's such a great song.
Aw. It is a good one.
And then for the second leg, instead of doing that, she did Today Was a Fairy Tale, which was also
Aw.
awesome. So it's just completely impossible to pick a favorite song or performance from that tour. And I'm so glad that we have Journey to Fearless so that we can all relive it, or for Swifties who didn't get to go see it, they can at least experience it that way.
Like me. Yeah. I'm glad that, I mean, I didn't get to go. I wasn't really a Swiftie at that point, but I'm glad that, I'm still able to watch it. And I still get the feels when I watch it, so.
Me too. Yeah, when I watched it, people around me were like, "You're smiling like a crazy person right now." And I was like, "I'm sorry. It was such a great show. I can't help it."
As much as I love the Speak Now DVD because it shows the whole concert, whereas on Journey to Fearless, a couple songs I think were cut out, I like that Journey to Fearless has, the whole behind the scenes, like, stuff included.
Yeah, and that's more fun.
Yeah.
And speaking of all that, I really don't know what I'm going to do if there actually is no red DVD.
This makes no sense.
I'm losing hope on it.
We talk about this every episode, but I just can't deal with it. I don't know what to do.
I'm still holding out hope that the reason it hasn't come out is because it's going to be in theaters.
Or that they want to add like the Asia leg of it, but I don't know. I feel like by the time it comes out, it's going to be time for the new album.
Right, which doesn't make sense. And it's not like the Speak Now World Tour CD didn't do well. It moved a lot of
Hmm.
copies. I don't understand.
I think that Red would sell even more.
Yeah, definitely.
Hmm. I don't want to talk about that. That's too sad. But any of you guys have any more memories? Did any of you guys wear any outfits to it, like costumes or shirts?
I made a shirt that had a picture of Taylor in a purple outfit holding a microphone. It was just a iron-on. And then my friend made us like hats because we kind of knew about the Tea Party. We didn't know exactly how it
Mm-hmm.
worked. But we kind of knew that it happened after the show. But we kind of more went into trying to get the radio hit the people who are the secret pickers to pick people. We tried to cater towards that more than Tea Party. And we were so far in the back and you couldn't really see, so. But it was still a lot of fun.
I didn't wear any special outfit, but I bought my very first Taylor t-shirt at that show.
Oh, which one did you get?
Aww.
The light blue one where she's on the picnic blanket.
Oh, I like that one.
She's like cross-legged and has like a hippie headband thing on.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I love that one. I think that's like captioned the Tea Party
Yeah.
design.
Yeah, I'm the same as Haley. I was aware of the Tea Party, but I didn't fully understand it. And we all as Swifties have regrets, and that's probably one of my regrets because
Yeah, but I mean, at the same time, it's nice to see that like there are really those fans that you guys just started out like liking her music, and you just went to her concert to see her music.
yeah, I just feel like if I had known about it, it would have been easier to maybe get picked because now it's like everybody knows about it. So the competition wouldn't have been as tough. But I didn't really, I mean, I knew about it. I didn't really fully understand what I had to do to get it. And like I said, I was with my sister who, I had to kind of force her to go to two shows with me. So I couldn't really, we didn't really do costumes or anything. We just bought shirts and it was still a
Mm-hmm.
great time. I wish I could go back and do it again.
We also asked you guys about some of your fearless memories, and our first one is from @HairFlipSwift13, and they said, "Crying at home because I couldn't go. Good times. It's a hard life. My biggest regret is not seeing the Fearless tour live. It's the only time she came to my city, too."
Mm.
That's a shame. I'm there. I mean, I wasn't a Swiftie, but I didn't get to go either, so.
Our next one is from Autumn King. Hey, Autumn.
Hi.
And she said, my mom told me the concert sold out before she bought tickets for the Fearless tour, and then on Christmas of 2009, she surprised me.
That is like the best ever.
I love going on YouTube and watching those videos of people reacting to getting Taylor tickets.
Yeah, those are so
Oh,
cool.
I can't even imagine. That is the best.
Our next one is Taffy Girl 04. Never saw Fearless tour. Cry.
Oh, so sad.
Our next one is from @A_MCC13. My friends made a scavenger hunt to surprise me with tickets for my birthday. Each new clue was a piece of a picture of Taylor. That's cute.
That's a really cute idea.
I like that.
I'm jelly of your idea. Our next one is from @ITweetSwift. And it says, Tuesday will mark 4 years since my first ever Taylor concert. I got the tickets for $5 on the day of the show. It was the best. That is amazing.
That's crazy. $5.
Our last one is from @LikeI'm22, and she said, my first and only time having floor seats at a Taylor concert and then hugging her when she walked back from the B stage. Aw.
Oh, yeah, that was another great moment. when she would walk back, it took her probably between 8 and 10 minutes, but it was so nice to see her hugging everybody.
Oh
It was really
yeah, I
cool.
remember when she used to do that. She'd literally spend like, 10 minutes of the show just hugging people.
Yeah, it was really awesome.
That was amazing. Well, it's been a good 5 years. I mean, think like it's amazing to think like 5 years ago where she was and like thinking about her and her tours where they are now.
It's crazy.
That was album 2. Now we're about to be on album 5.
Album 5, yeah. It's crazy. And that was like her first headlining tour, and like her tours now are like the biggest thing in the world.
Literally.
That's so crazy. Well, we hope that you guys have all your own little personal Fearless memories and that you all love Fearless as much as we do. It's bittersweet to think about it.
Because it will never come back.
No,
Yeah.
I miss it.
so long ago. Half a decade ago.
Oh, don't say that. That's crazy. Wow.
Well, anyways, now is the time you guys have been waiting for. We're going to talk about our brand new giveaway, and it's very exciting.
Yeah, this is really exciting. You guys definitely should enter this. To celebrate having 50 episodes and having over 4,000 followers on Twitter, thank you for following us. We wanted to give something back to you guys, so we have this really new, cool, and exciting giveaway. We have one really rare item to give away is the card game that Taylor sent out to voters before the CMA Awards in 2013. If you haven't seen them, it's this really cool card game, the for your consideration votes, and it has like all these different facts about red, and you're supposed to match the cards up. And it's a rare item, and you'll definitely want a chance to get that item. So what we're going to do is we're going to have details about completing a survey, and the survey is just really general questions about us, you, to give us some more info and help us improve the podcast. And so we're going to post the link to the survey on our Twitter account and our website. So all you need to do is go to Swiftcast13 on Twitter or www.swiftcast13.com to get the link. And then once you fill out the survey, you'll be entered.
Yay.
And it's a really cool prize, guys. I mean, like I said, like really, I never hear people like talking about it or posting pictures about it, and I think it's because it's so rare that a lot of people, really don't know about it, and it'd be really cool to say you have this piece of memorabilia. And I mean, if you do hang out with your Swiftie friends, it's really fun to play.
Yeah, and to find one of these on eBay, a lot of times they go from anywhere between 30 and $50 or even more than that. So definitely enter.
Yep, this is a good one. So we'll keep you updated on that, and we'll give you some more info. But just remember to just always check our website and our Twitter. That's where we post the majority of all of our stuff. So stay tuned for more about that.
And lastly, a really quick reminder about all the ways you can get in touch with us. Hitting the subscribe button on iTunes will automatically download this next episode for you, so you won't have to go searching for it. It will already be there. And then to contact us on Taylor Connect, we're just Swiftcast13. On Twitter, we're at Swiftcast13. Our email is theswiftcast13@gmail.com. Our Facebook is facebook.com/theswiftcast. And our website is swiftcast13.com.
Lots of ways to contact us. And you can always send us submissions for mini segments. You can send us stories, pretty much anything that you think would be good for us to talk about, and we'll talk about it. And we always check all our stuff, so feel free to send us anything. And we are going to end our episode with what Taylor will do next week. So does anybody have any predictions?
I think that she's going to be spotted out in New York looking fabulous.
Oh, wow, that's a really risky prediction, Ashley.
She does that every day.
Yeah, how original.
I don't know. There's really no events in New York this week that I think she'll be at.
I'm actually going to be risk adverse like Ashley. I think she's going to go to LA, which is where the iHeartRadio Awards will be held on Thursday. I think she'll go there, take home some more awards, and then go back to New York for the Met Gala.
I think that I don't have any predictions. I think that she will. I don't know. I don't know. I can't predict her anymore.
She's so unpredictable.
I know. I'm trying to think of some things in New York, but it's hard.
Yeah, maybe more Broadway shows.
Well, I put a bunch of new stuff on eBay today, so I predict that she's gonna buy it all and make me a millionaire.
Ooh.
That would be funny. Her username would probably be like, I am not Taylor Swift.
Not Taylor Swift. Haley, do you have any predictions?
I predict she's gonna bake cookies.
Oh, what? We're so original this week.
I know. I have no idea.
Well, whatever she does, we will definitely be talking about it next week.
All right, so for episode 50, yay, this has been Jill.
Ashley.
Haley.
Tune in next week.
Bye, guys. We love you.
Bye.
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 Thanks.
Peace out, Swift Scouts.
Thank you for listening to this episode of Swiftcast. Visit us on the web at theswiftcast.com. The theme song for Swiftcast was written and performed by Sydney and Chuck. Swiftcast is not directly affiliated with Taylor Swift, Big Machine Label Group, or 13 Management.